Welcome all. So in this video we will see the next feedback topology, that is series feedback amplifier topology. So as the name indicates, series connection at the input and series connection at the output. So input, if it is series connection, we can tell the mixing what is happening is a voltage mixing, and output, if it is a series connection, then sampling happening is a current sampling. So first we will see the structure, ideal structure, its gain, then we will see the expression for input resistance and output resistance. So the ideal structure will be discussed first. So as I told, since it is a series connection, since it is a series configuration, the input we have a series connection and output also we have a series connection. Both side we have a series. So input, if it is series, the voltage signal will be the input, and output, if it is series, the output signal will be current. So the input signal is voltage, output signal is current. So the amplifier configuration is current by voltage, that is transconductance. So the amplifier configuration which is using in series feedback is transconductance amplifier. Okay, so you can see the ideal structure here. So the input voltage source is Vs and the output current is IO. So we here, as in the previous case also, we have two circuits, one A circuit and beta circuit. A circuit is a unilateral open loop amplifier having transconductance gain A and input resistance Ri and output resistance Ro. So you can see here the internal structure of the amplifier, input resistance Ri of the amplifier, output resistance Ro, and the current source A into Vi has been marked. So since the output is current, we have a Norton representation for representing the resistance. It will be like this. If the output is a voltage, then the circuit will be a voltage source will be there, and here resistance will be there. That means Thevenin circuit will be used. So you can see here, this is the A circuit having internal resistance Ri, Ro, and the current source A into Vi. So this A will be transconductance gain, that means I by V. Transconductance gain means I by V. So this is the A circuit. And beta circuit. Beta circuit is an ideal current sampling series mixing feedback network. Current sampling series mixing feedback network, where the output signal from the beta network or beta circuit will be a voltage that will be mixed at the input. So the output XF will be a voltage signal. So that consists of, since it is a since the output is a current, the output will be closed. If it is voltage, that will be kept open. We have seen in the last example which we told, we kept it as a open circuit. Here, since it is a current source, we have made it a closed circuit. That is the difference. Okay, so you can see here, beta is a ideal current sampling series mixing feedback network. We are not including the source resistance and load. We are assuming that it is absorbed inside the A circuit, and beta does not load the A circuit. So what is the value of A? Transconductance gain A of the open loop circuit. A is nothing but, what is the output? IO divided by, what is the input for that? IO divided by Vi. Input of this A circuit, IO divided by Vi. Okay, next we will see the equivalent circuit of the entire series configuration. We are going to draw the equivalent circuit of this entire series configuration. So equivalent circuit, we need one RIF, input resistance with feedback, then we have one ROF, that is output resistance with feedback, then we need the closed loop gain AF. So we will see the equivalent circuit of this figure, that can be drawn like, we have an input resistance RIF, then since it is a current source at the output, we have Norton representation for ROF. The output is a current source, so it is a closed loop. This point is O, O dash and current is IO, output current. So this should be a current source. AF into, what is the input of this one? Vs. Main input is Vs. So AF into Vs. So we can see the internal diagram here. See here. So the input is Vs. RIF is the input resistance with feedback. So AF into Vs is the current source representing this output current IO, and ROF is the output resistance. Since it is a current parameter, we have Norton representation. If here we have a voltage parameter, then we have Thevenin's representation for ROF. Since here is a current, we have closed loop. If it is a voltage, we are keeping it open, representing VO. Okay. Now what is the closed loop gain AF? Closed loop gain AF is, what is output? IO divided by Vs. AF is equal to IO divided by Vs. So what is Vs? From the previous figure, what is Vs? Vs is nothing but Vs is equal to Vs minus Vf is equal to Vi. So Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. So Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Okay, so we will substitute that Vs here, Vi and Vf, and we will replace this Vi and Vf in terms of IO. Vi and Vf we will write in terms of IO, then IO will get cancelled, then we will get a gain expression as A by 1 plus A beta. You can do it and check by yourself. So once again, how we are doing? Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. What is Vf there? What is Vf? Vf is nothing but beta I naught. So what is Vi? Vi is equal to Ii into Ri. So, or else Vi is equal to, you can use this expression also. Vi is equal to Vi is equal to I naught. So Vi is equal to I naught by A. So using those all things, so Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Vi is equal to Vi is equal to Vi is equal to I naught by A. I naught by A, and Vf is equal to beta I naught. Okay, so this will be divided by, this will be the numerator for this one. So IO divided by this parameter, IO will get cancelled, and what remains is A by 1 plus A beta. So you do that and simplify, and you will get the expression as AF is equal to A by 1 plus A beta. And here A and beta have reciprocal units. What is the meaning of that? A is the transconductance gain I naught by Vi. What is beta? Beta's input is IO and output is Vf. So we can write it as Vf by IO. So from this it is clear that they have reciprocal units. So A beta will be a constant. Okay, now what is the input resistance RIF? From this figure it is clear that input resistance RIF is equal to Vs divided by Ii. Vs divided by input current Ii. So what is Ii? Vi by Ri. So Vs divided by Vi by Ri. So that is equal to Ri divided by Vs by Vi. Ri into, what is Vs? As I told now, Vs is equal to Vi plus Vf. Vi plus Vf. So Vf is equal to beta V naught, where V naught is equal to A into Vi. So substituting those all things, we will get the expression as Ri F is equal to RIF is equal to Ri into 1 plus A beta. Ri into 1 plus A beta. Here one correction is there. This is beta I naught, not V naught. Vi plus beta I naught. Okay. and I naught is equal to A into Vi is equal to I naught. So I naught is equal to A into Vi, that we are substituting here. Okay, so we got the input resistance with feedback as resistance without feedback into 1 plus A beta. So the series mixing increases the input resistance by 1 plus A beta. Input is series mixing, so obviously resistance has to increase. It is increased by a factor of 1 plus A beta. It is nothing but the amount of feedback. This is the general expressions. ZIF of Z is equal to ZI of Z into 1 plus A of S into beta of S. In S domain, Zi of S is equal to Zi of S into 1 plus A of S into beta of S. Same procedure, whatever we have seen earlier, same procedure we are following for all the 4 topologies. Next we will see the output resistance. So for finding the output resistance, what has to be done? So here the output part is this one. This is our output portion, right? This is our output portion. So for finding output resistance, we have to make the input source Vs is equal to 0. Then at the output, we have to connect a voltage source Vt. So here it is a current. So we have to consider a current source It. So see here, output resistance. This is output resistance. So we have made Vs is equal to 0. For measuring output resistance, source voltage should be 0. So Vs is equal to 0. The remaining portions of the output we have taken as it is. Previously it was short circuit, that is replaced by a test current source It. And here to the feedback network we have series connection that has been shown. So what is the value of output resistance ROF? With feedback, output resistance is nothing but, what is the R is equal to V by I. So here the voltage is V by IT. V by IT. So we know Vs is equal to 0. So Vs is equal to 0. So the input voltage Vi is nothing but minus Vf. What is Vf? Beta I naught. So minus beta IT. I naught is nothing but IT. So Vi is equal to minus beta IT. So what is this V? What is the voltage? Voltage is equal to current into resistance. What is the current in the output loop? It minus A into Vi. It minus A into Vi is the current. So voltage is equal to current into resistance. So RO. V is equal to It minus AVI into RO. So we have seen what is Vi minus beta It. So substituting that, we will get V is equal to It plus A beta It RO. Now what is ROF? V by It. So dividing this parameter with It, all the It value will get cancelled. We will get the value as 1 plus A beta divided by what? 1 plus A beta divided by RO. Sorry, we will get it as V by It. So we will get the answer as It plus, see here, V by It. Substituting that, we will get the answer as RO. V is equal to RO into It plus A beta T divided by It. So It will get cancelled. What remains is 1 plus A beta into RO. So series sampling, output is series connection. Series sampling increases the resistance by an amount of 1 plus A beta, that is nothing but the amount of feedback. So voltage sampling, this is not voltage sampling, this is current sampling, right? It's current sampling. So here one correction is there in this PPT. It is current sampling. Current sampling feedback increases the output resistance by a factor of 1 plus A beta. So this is the general form. ZOF of S is equal to ZO of S into 1 plus A of S into beta of S. So since this is series configuration, so input resistance increases and output resistance increases. Okay, so we have seen series shunt feedback and series feedback amplifier. Next we will see shunt feedback amplifier. Shunt feedback, that means input is shunt, means input is a current source, output shunt means output is a voltage source. So this is shunt feedback amplifier. Input is a current source and output is a voltage source. So what will be the amplifier structure? Voltage by current means it is a trans resistance amplifier. It's a trans resistance amplifier. So A open loop gain A will be output voltage VO divided by its input current II. The main input is Is, but the current for this is current for this amplifier is II. So open loop gain A is equal to VO by II. So we will see the ideal structure, then we will see the similar sort of explanation. So as I told, the unilateral amplifier configuration have the input as II. So input resistance Ri, then the output for that is a voltage. So we have a voltage source plus minus. So the gain is A and the input is II. So A into II. Then since the output is voltage, we have Thevenin's representation. So this is RO. Since it's an output, it is open circuit. Then the shunt, that means output sampling is shunt. So we need a parallel connection. Input is also shunt. So here main input is a current source Is. Here also we have a parallel connection. Now speaking about the feedback network beta. In beta what is happening? Shunt sampling and shunt mixing. So the input is a voltage. Here the input is a voltage, open circuit. So we kept it open circuit. Here what is available will be VO. Input for the feedback network is VO. So here it is beta VO. So it has to be a current. Output should be current here. So this we are marking it as a current source. So the current here it is IF. Here the feedback resistance RIF is marked. Feedback resistance ROF is also marked. So A circuit is a unilateral trans resistance amplifier and beta circuit is a voltage sampling and current mixing circuit or shunt sampling shunt mixing circuit. So once again the same thing we will repeat here. A is a unilateral open loop amplifier, beta is a voltage sampling shunt mixing feedback network. You can see here it's trans conductance. Why it is written like A? For the A, the output is for A, the output is VO and input is output is VO and the input is II. That means V by I, that is a trans resistance. Whereas for the beta network, input is V and output is I. So the gain will be I by V. That means trans conductance. Always you have to remember the unit of A and beta will be reciprocal. So this is a trans resistance. A is a trans resistance and beta is a trans conductance. Explanation like source resistance and load resistance are included inside the A circuit and beta circuit does not load the A circuit. Now we will see the equivalent circuit of the feedback network. So equivalent circuit here we have Is and VO. Okay, that means it is a which configuration? Shunt feedback configuration, right? So the main input is Is, and the final output is VO, and we have a feedback resistance RIF at the input, and at the output the closed loop gain is AF. So this VO is the output and the input is IS. So the input is IS. Input is IS, so here it is AF into IS. AF into IS. Okay, so the input is IS. So you can see here main input IS, output is VO. VO is nothing but AF into IS. It's a voltage source. Since the output is voltage, it is a voltage source. We have Thevenin's representation, so ROF like this, and it is not a closed circuit, it is open, it is kept open. Since it is a voltage parameter, it is kept open. So what is closed loop gain? AF is equal to VO divided by IS. If you are substituting the proper value of IS as II plus IF, and if you are doing the substitutions and all, we will get the gain of the feedback amplifier as A by 1 plus A beta, where A and beta have reciprocal units. Next, same procedure we are going for input resistance. What is input resistance? RIF. Input resistance RIF is input voltage VI divided by IS. VI divided by IS. What is VI? VI is nothing but, you can see the figure. What is VI? VI is nothing but II into RI. VI is equal to II into RI. So II RI by IS. What is IS? IS is equal to II plus IF. II plus IF. So what is IF? IF is equal to beta into V naught. Beta into V naught. What is V naught? V naught is nothing but, you can see here, what is V naught? What is V naught? V naught is nothing but A into II. A into II. So substituting those all things, we can cancel all the II and we will get the expression for input resistance with feedback as Ri by 1 plus A beta. The resistance without feedback divided by 1 plus A beta. So since it is a shunt configuration, it is obvious that the resistance should decrease. So it is decreased by an amount of 1 plus A beta, that is nothing but the amount of feedback. So shunt mixing reduces the input resistance by a factor of 1 plus A beta, and this is the general expression. Next we will see the output impedance. So for finding the output impedance, what is the procedure? The main input source has to be made 0, that is IS has to be made 0. Then we have to replace here output with a voltage source VT. So we will see that for finding the output resistance, Vs is made 0, or Is, here in this case it is Is, not Vs. Is is made 0. If Vs is 0, obviously it is Is also is equal to 0. The input voltage source or current source we have to make 0. Then the output will be connected with a test voltage Vt. And here we have the shunt connection. The current flowing through the output is I. So what is the output resistance? ROF. ROF is nothing but Vt divided by I. Vt divided by I. So what is Vt in this equation? Or else what is I in this equation? Current flowing through the circuit. Unknown is I, right? Current flowing through the circuit is Vt minus AII. Vt minus AII divided by RO. Vt minus AII by RO. And since Is is equal to 0, Is is equal to 0, we can write Ii is equal to minus If. Ii is equal to minus If. So If is nothing but beta into V naught. That V naught is nothing but beta into Vt minus beta Vt. Substituting it here, over here we will get I is equal to Vt plus A beta Vt divided by RO. So ROF is equal to Vt by I, that is equal to RO by 1 plus A beta. So voltage sampling feedback reduces the output resistance by 1 plus A beta. Since it is a shunt sampling, obviously the resistance has to decrease by a factor of 1 plus A beta. This is the general expression. Next, the final feedback topology is series feedback amplifier. Shunt series feedback amplifier. Shunt series feedback amplifier. So the shunt mixing, that means the input is current, that is Is. Output is series. Series sampling means output is also a current, that is IO. So input we have a current source IS, and output also we have a current IO. So what is the amplifier which we are using here? Open loop amplifier have input II and output IO. So it is a current amplifier. It is a current amplifier. So how will be the structure? We have a RI. We need a current source A into II, and we have a Norton equivalent RO. Then since it is a current source, we will be closing, so marking IO and current II. Voltage available here is VI, and we have a voltage source, current source IS. And shunt mixing means here it is parallel connection and here it is series connection. Just I'll show the figure here. This is the structure. Input is shunt, output is series. Here we have the main current source IS, RI, input of the amplifier II, A into II, RO, and this much is A circuit, unilateral current amplifier circuit. And here the input is IO, output is IF, so here it is beta IO. Beta IO, so here it is current, so it will be a closed circuit. And remaining all the explanation is same. You can see here the current gain A is equal to IO by IS. Then this is the equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit consists of input IS, RIF, here AF into IS, main input is IS, AF into IS, and ROF in Norton representation. So current flowing to the circuit is IS and this is IO. So closed loop gain AF is equal to IO divided by IS, that is A by 1 plus A beta. A and beta have reciprocal units. Then input resistance RIF is nothing but, what is RIF? VI divided by IS. VI divided by IS. What is VI? II into RI divided by IS. What is IS? II plus IF. What is IF? Beta I naught. So what is I naught? I naught is nothing but A into II. So substituting everything, we will get the input resistance as RI by 1 plus A beta. Since it is a shunt mixing, it is obvious that resistance has to decrease. So the shunt mixing reduces the input resistance by a factor of 1 plus A beta, which is nothing but the amount of feedback. This is the general expression. And next we will see the output resistance. For finding the output resistance, what is the procedure? We have to make the input voltage source Vs is equal to 0 or Is is equal to 0. And we have to connect a test current source IT here. And this much things will be taken care, and feedback is a series connection. So we will see that. So Vs is made 0, Vs means Is is 0, and we have a circuit like this. Okay. So this one we have already discussed this particular output resistance measurement in series configuration. So same thing, repetition. What is output resistance ROF? ROF is equal to V divided by IT. What is IT? Or what is II? Since Is is equal to 0, II is equal to minus IF. IF is equal to beta I naught. I naught is replaced by IT. So minus beta IT. So what is V? V is nothing but voltage is equal to current into resistance. So what is the total current in the circuit? IT minus AII into RO. IT minus AII into RO. IT is replaced by, II is replaced by minus beta IT. So we will get it as IT plus A beta IT into RO. So this divided by IT we are doing for finding ROF. So IT will get cancelled. What remains is ROF, resistance with feedback, is equal to RO into 1 plus A beta. So since it is a series sampling, it is obvious that resistance has to increase. So resistance is increased by an amount of 1 plus A beta, that is nothing but the amount of feedback. General form is ZOF is equal to ZOS into 1 plus A of S into beta of S. So this much about the 4 topologies, its ideal structure, gain expression, input resistance and output resistance expression. So next class, next video, we will discuss some of the problems under this feedback section. So the first part of the module 3, that is the feedback, consists of these all points, like what is a feedback, what is the general feedback structure, then after that what is the properties of negative feedback, what are the various topologies present, and explaining one by one the different topologies in the ideal case. Next problems of these sections will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.